matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The solid stiff arm. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing. 12
yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The Bengals sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now. And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And he's caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a give left side. Brown with it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Chase Brown, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
And the Jets 1st down.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Here's Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Here's Fields. This will be caught once again by Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. But right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw. Fields. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Jets.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good pickup there, a 22. Well, Charles, before the game, we were talking with him and said, hey, you're close to 65,000 career passing yards. I know.
How did you do that?
He just kind of smiled and walked away, but he just passed that number, 65,000 career passing yards. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tyrell Dodson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The 18-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed down the left sideline. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Man open left side is Brown. They will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think, oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade, the American. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now,
he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Trey Tucker, 29 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it 21-8. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
and you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
And some space here. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Option play. Here's a give to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Fields. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Fields now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again is Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
Always enjoy a good fake. I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jones, he just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves this play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
That is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Don't jump. Right.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
8, green 19, you at the top. Madden. Go.
To throw is Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On the option right is Fields. And he will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown. Justin Fields doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Had to give to Brown on the option. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Fields. And he rifles one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Fields going to run. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go. No march, no march. Up. 319, can I see that? Is it all right?
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Go.
Out of the gun, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. A shotgun snap, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jaden Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the rout is on here in this first half. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he drops it incomplete. And they're struggling. Continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's good for a Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield. Stripe.
Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 5. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Jets.
First down, here's White. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Just need a yard here, second and 1.
Brings up second and 1.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at third and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Jets. First down.
Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hunt. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Gibbs will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a third effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a fourth.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied.
The Jets will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, wait a minute. Did the Jets get it? They did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, New York.
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Get him. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Check out.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
McKee. He'll try and do this himself. And he is caught. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw, McKee. A quick throw there is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Fields going to keep it once more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 10. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And the ball is knocked out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.